So excited. This is the Cork fabric that I ordered, and it's coming straight from Portugal. It's where they make it. So let's open it up. It took forever to get here, but at least it's here. I think it took a month or 3 weeks. More than that. It's heavily taped. So I guess October is going to be Corktober because I'm doing a project for today with a cork fabric, and then the following projects are gonna be all cork themed because I found a whole bunch of cork on the side of the street one day when I went to the doctor's office, and I'll show you that video soon. And let's just make projects with cork for October. And join me, guys. Make sure don't forget to click the thumbs up button, like this video, share it, and subscribe. Ta-da! Oh yeah, they put both of them in one package. Look at this. Yeah, this is middle of the road thickness. I'll show you the really thick one. But if you can see the difference, not that much of a difference though. Well, I guess it's the same. But for some reason, this is just a tad bit thicker. But look at that print. So cute. I just love Monstera. And then this one's really nice. And let's see how big it is. It's pretty big. I get a lot of wallets. Not a lot, but a good amount. Okay, so then there's this one. This one from Temu. It's really, really thin. Not only is it thin, it's very rough. Like, not like this, you know. And it cracks. It cracks. So you fold it and it's cracking. If you see that. But this one is done pretty well. And it's a little matted. This is shiny and matted. This is also matted. So this is good quality. So is this. But this is a little bit too thick. So I think this is the happy medium right here. It's pretty cute. And so let's make some stuff. So I'm making a medium size makeup bag with this one. This is a cute print. I ordered this from Etsy. This is not one of the ones that I showed you earlier, but it's the same thickness, so it's the same kind of quality as the other ones. So usually the measurement of my medium makeup bag is 11 by 8, using a 14-inch zipper and 1.5-inch corner gusset that I use. But you guys can do any size that you want depending on what you need. My large one is usually 14 by 11, also a 14-inch zipper, and then my small ones are like 8 by 5. Those are the ones that you just carry along and put in your bag, in your bigger bag, and have all your makeup and whatever necessities that you need to carry every day. But the medium one is like for a weekend, you know, with just a couple things, maybe toothbrush, whatever. And so those are the sizes that I normally make with my makeup bags. So here I'm cutting the lining that's going in. It's kind of like the same sort of color as the fabric, the core fabric itself, you know. But whatever you want to use, you can use. You can make a contrasting color, red or black, or it's up to you. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just using this because it kind of matches. And if you don't already know, the lining is going to be the same size as the main fabric. So this is optional because this fabric is already very thick, but I did cut interfacing on top of my thin batting. You don't really need interfacing because this is really thick, so, and it's very durable. So you can skip the interfacing. I don't know why I did it. I just did it for some reason. I have no clue. But so after I cut this, I'm going to quilt it, and we'll go to the next step. For me, it helps when I install my zipper. I install it the same way every time because I try to commit it to memory. So it's like remembering it like the back of my hand the next time, the next time. And also, it's good to train your brain to do things the same way every time so that you don't make mistakes and not have to try to figure it out every single time. Don't forget to start at a 1/4 inch off the edge. From here, I finger press it down and then top stitch to hold the zipper tight and straight. And then also stitching all the way to the end, leaving a 1/4 inch on the other side. I'm making the tab now so I don't forget to put it on later, because usually when I forget the tab, I like close it up and then I have to open it again to insert the tab in and then sew back over. So to prevent that from happening, I am making the tab now and then attaching it to the side where I want the tab to go. This is where I attach the other side of the bag, pinning it together and then sewing it close, stitching it close. With the insides together facing each other, I'm going to leave a 2-inch opening and stitch along that one side. Before stitching the exterior fabric, make sure that you open the zipper up 3/4 of the way so you have a hole to turn it inside out. You want to make sure that your edges or your seams are aligned together and they're all centered so that when you turn it inside out, your bag is in the center and it's not off center. Then this is where I attach the tab. It's inside, and I'm going to stitch all the way across. So I made this cardboard. It's got a hard cardboard so that I can have a template to make the seam, to cut the seam around every corner. For the medium size, I have a 1.5 inch gusset, and the gusset will sit right on the seam before I make my mark. That way, the cut will always be the same for every corner because it'll just match, okay? And so I'm gonna do that. I always do it on this side where the batting is, and then I just cut whatever I can see like this. So here's the 1.5 on the seam. I'm gonna line it up, line up the edges on the seam, and then I will take my disappearing marker and mark like this. And then I'll take my scissors and just this side right here, I'm gonna cut this. And then I'm just gonna show you one so we don't have to be bored here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like, okay? Then I'm gonna line this up right here and just cut and copy the one above it, because I don't want to have to measure each and every one of them. So I'm gonna do that for every corner. Same thing, no difference. I'll do it again. Waste my time. Don't say I never told you. Go, get out of my mind. Now I just need to open each of those holes open and make sure that it's flat and it's in the middle, like a centered, and then stitch over it on all 4 sides. for my next trick. And for the best part that we've all been waiting for, I am now going to be able to turn it inside out. And then that's where the magic happens. And the very last part is to push all of those corners out to see what the structure of our bag looks like. And it looks awesome. And then the very last step is to stitch that opening close. Viola! This is so cool. Isn't that nice? Now you go do it.